Level 1. You spot the keys on the console. A heartbeat. A choice. You slide into the driver's seat like it's been waiting for you. Engine growls awake. Your palms sweat. Lights blur. You are faster than the law, or so you tell yourself. Tires bite the asphalt. Night swallows your headlights. Every corner is a promise and a threat. Adrenaline replaces thought. You feel invincible for 3 streets. Then a siren ruptures the air. Your stomach drops. Not now. Not tonight. You gun it. Level 2. Red and blue strobe pulses in your mirrors. Decision time compressed. Slow down and explain? No. Hit the gas and run? Yes. You weave through traffic. Every pass is a calculated risk. Pedestrians scatter like dropped marbles. You truncate right turns. You flirt with disaster. The engine screams, so do your thoughts. You smell burned rubber in fear. Your phone buzzes with a missed call. You ignore it. Headlights chase you. A cruiser's radio chatter grows louder. They call out your description. You lock your jaw. Speed becomes hunger. You feel the city tighten around you. Level 3. You know the shortcuts. Back alleys, service lanes, the places people forget. You dive through a narrow gap. Metal scrapes. A trash can explodes into the road. Your heartbeat is percussion in your ears. A flash tells you a drone has a lock. You glance up. Small eyes of light follow. Your palms are a film of grease and adrenaline. The steering wheel vibrates with urgency. You take the ramp too fast. Rear axle buckles. The car shudders like a wild animal. For a beat, you imagine being pulled out and cuffed. You imagine the faces of the people you left behind. Guilt gnaws but is muffled by fear. You push it down. Run, you tell yourself. Level 4. You split lanes with inches to spare. A motorcycle cop pins you like a hawk. You swerve. You lose him. Minutes become an eternity. Traffic cones become missiles. Your hands are white-knuckled, bleeding from pressure. Your breath is paper-thin, sharp. You think about the money in the glove box. You think about the engine's roar. You think about how it felt to touch something you weren't allowed to have. Then you think about the consequences. Cameras blink on every corner, license plates caught, faces recorded. You curse the city's memory. Your exit strategy evaporates. You need a plan. Improvisation becomes a weapon. Level 5, you hit an industrial zone. Night warehouses loom like silent judges. You cut the lights. You glide through shadows. Your pulse is a loud animal now. You pray to mechanics and luck. A freight yard yawns open. Trains groan in the distance. You duck behind stacked containers. For a moment, silence. Your phone is nowhere to be trusted. You listen for footsteps. Do they have dogs? A helicopter? Your breath is the loudest thing. You taste copper. You debate leaving the car and running on foot. You weigh the smarter move against raw desperation. You choose a direction and move. Level 6. You run through gravel. Your shoes cry out. You cross a service bridge. Your lungs burn. A flood of blue light washes over the corrugated metal. A spotlight finds you. You drop behind a column. You are small. You are exposed. A megaphone booms. Stop where you are. Your name is not shouted. It's unnecessary. You know the drill. Hands in the air feel heavy. You step out glowing under the beam. Every eye records you. Your heart kicks like a trapped animal. Metal kisses your wrists. Click, cold steel. Level 7. They cuff you and read rights like a broken tape. You stand while officers circle. Questions land like punches. Why did you take the car? Who else was involved? Where were you headed? You answer nothing. Silence is a language. They strip the vehicle. Evidence cataloged and bagged. Your fingerprints are a confession. Your DNA is in the fabric of the seat. You watch the world shrink into procedure. A detective's gaze is a scalpel. They tell you about cameras, witnesses, and phone pinging. You feel exposed. You feel very small. Level 8. Miranda read, rights explained. A hotline of consequences opens. Your future is a ledger now. Bail, arraignment, charges, and maybe jail. You imagine the headlines. You imagine the people you let down. There will be restitution to figure, insurance fights, and restitution claims. There will be hearings. There will be a lawyer's voice, tired and calculating. You will be asked about intent. You will need to explain a moment that isn't justifiable. Regret arrives late and heavy. It tastes like rust. You replay the theft 1,000 times. You watch footage of yourself from angles you never imagined. Your identity becomes evidence. You learn how small a single decision can be. Epilogue. The reckoning. You sit in a cell and measure time in fluorescent ticks. Flashbacks come uninvited. You hear the engine, smell the leather, feel the sheer rush. You also hear the courtroom, the judge's gavel, the room full of faces you hurt. Some nights you sleep, some nights you plan repair, restitution, redemption. Consequences carve a path. There are fines. There are community service hours. There may be probation. You learn laws you never cared about before. You relearn how to be accountable. You learn how to tell truth to people you hurt. Forgiveness is not automatic. Trust is rebuilt molecule by molecule. You find work that pays back more than money. You find ways to make amends. You tell your story to someone who needs to hear that the rush isn't worth the ruin. Final note, stealing a car is a sprint toward chaos. It feels alive in the moment. Afterward, life is paperwork and consequences. You will carry the night in your bones. Maybe that's the price for a choice made in a second. Maybe it forces you to grow. Maybe it ruins you. Either way, you learn this. Actions have radiating effects. People you don't know become casualties of your decision. This chase ends, but not for everyone involved. You walked into danger and found a ledger. You will live with the math. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe to Crimson Echo. It's completely free, and your next crime story is already waiting.